What's up, guys? My name is Jordan Long, and today I'd like to talk about the 6 high performance habits that are correlated with abnormal success over the long term, extraordinary health, and deep relationships. Basically, the trifecta, the work-life balance that we all want, that we desire, that we crave in our lives. I would argue that one of the main reasons we want to make more money is so we have more freedom, so that we can grow and connect more deeply with our family and our friends, so that we can have potentially more time to spend on the things and the experiences that are good for us, they're good for our body. And success, obviously, might not look the same for everybody. Success is a self-defined goal, and success for me will not look like success for you. The high performance habits, though, are universally applicable, I have found. They're useful anywhere and everywhere that you might be or find yourself. Whatever your definition of success, if you've even defined it at this point, the high performance habits will help you get there, and they will help you get there faster, more predictably, more consistently, and that is why I love them. They are the highest correlated habits with success that I have found to date. And this short video series, my goal is to give you a high overview of each of them, why they're important, what they can do for you in your life, and a simple habit that you can do to support or to begin implementing that high performance habit in your own life. So, without further ado, let's get started. The high performance habits were developed and studied by Brendon Burchard and his team. And I'll put a link in the video for anyone who would like to go and see the study, read it, and figure out how they developed the high performance habits, concluded that those were the ones that moved the needle the most, that were, as Alex Hormozi likes to say, the highest leverage habits you could create. And so if you want to read that study, it's in the link below. But I love these habits. They have changed my life. And for me personally, they have literally increased my life satisfaction. They have increased my income by around 5x over the past couple of years. They have enabled me to chase my dreams. I found my wife because of these habits. I know for a fact that they will change your life if you decide that you will begin implementing them today. And you can start implementing them today. The great part about habits is that they generally don't take a lot of tools. All you need is your own mind, and your own willingness, and your own psychological need to make them a reality in your own life. So, the first high performance habit that we're going to look at is called Seek Clarity. So, seek clarity is the foundation for all of the other habits. Now, let's just define clarity really quick. Clarity is specificity, definitions, systems, frameworks that help us know what we are trying to do at any given moment in time. It's an intention when you go into that meeting. How do you want to interact with the person across the table? What are the facial expressions you want to have? What are the thoughts you want to have about this person? If maybe you've been struggling with negative thoughts towards this person, or judgments or comparisons, how are you going to shift those thoughts towards positivity so that you can be of service in that relationship? Those are specific. We are gaining and building clarity. I would say that the first way we build clarity is with definitions. We build definitions of the words so that we know what we're talking about. So once we've defined our words, and honestly we define our words with questions. We ask the appropriate questions. And we build clarity and specificity with questions. Something that I really love that Ed Milet said is that if we change the question, we change the thoughts that we have. And when we change the thoughts we have, we change the meaning we ascribe to events, our history, our relationships. And so, as we are growing our lives and trying to seek clarity, one of the main things we need to do as well is change the questions we ask ourselves. And I'm not giving these in any specific order. These are just the steps that I personally have found that will help, that I know will help you build clarity in your own life. So first and foremost, definitions, questions. The next step, the next thing I've found that helps us build clarity is systems. Now I define systems as a step-by-step process that yields a predictable result. Now we can have systems everywhere. I would argue that habits, the habits that we build in ourselves, the routines that we have, they're all a system. They're step by step. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I use the bathroom, I pick up my daughter, I feed my daughter, right? Maybe I change her diaper somewhere in the middle there, but it's a system. It's a step-by-step process, and it yields the predictable result. I am ready to tackle my day. I've relieved myself. I don't need to use the restroom anymore. I've brushed my teeth. My mouth doesn't taste like garbage anymore. I've taken care of my daughter so that my wife can sleep. The predictable result is that she gets to sleep for a couple more hours. And I want that. I need that. I've built it into my life so that, I can have that predictable result. That's a system, right? So the third thing is systems. The fourth thing is frameworks. The fourth way that we are able to build clarity. Now, frameworks I define them as a way of thinking that allows us to predictably arrive, or more quickly arrive, at solutions to our problems. Right? So, other people might call this a mental model. But frameworks really are methods of thinking. And they commonly arise in terms of buckets of information and how we sort the information that's coming towards us so that we can accurately and correctly analyze it and come to a conclusion. I'm a software developer, and while I'm building software, I am always analyzing incoming information, breaking it down into its smallest pieces, and determining, okay, how would I build that? The client needs this of me. The client needs it to look like this. The client needs it to do X, Y, Z. Okay, what are the steps I would need to follow to build that? And so I have mental models, frameworks, that I personally use to ensure that I more quickly and predictably arrive at a solution that solves my client's problems. And I've built those frameworks up over the past, I've been programming since I was 11, so 16 years, right? So each of these is a way for us to seek clarity. And the more clarity that we have, the more we are able to drive towards our dream and vision. If you are part of my community, the Dream Builders, my goal is to help you build your dream as fast as possible. Clarity on your dream, on your passion, on your ambition, on where you want to go. That is how we get there faster. If we don't have clarity, specificity, a definition of that dream, what it looks like, we won't get there. Or I should say that the likelihood that we do get there is much lower because we don't know what it looks like. We can't intentionally and proactively construct it. So, this is our first high performance habit. Seek clarity. And these are 4 ways that we can do that. To find the words that you're speaking. You don't work hard I love this. Alex Hormozi defines work as outputs. You know, people do so much work. There's so many people working hard. What does working hard even mean? We can't really measure effort. I feel like it's stupid to measure time because some people get way more out of their time. And so Alex Hormozi defined it as outputs. It's like, what do you get done, right? And so outputs is, he defined outputs then as volume times leverage. If I take one step and I move 10 of your steps, that's leverage. I'm going further for less. And so I love Alex Hormozi because he does this. He defines the words that he uses to make sure that he can speak coherently about the topics that he's discussing. So the great people of the past and of our time, they were always seeking to define. They were asking themselves powerful questions that guided their thoughts so that they could further their dreams and goals. They were building systems into their life that worked for them, that were impactful for them, that were clarifying, that told them, here's how we do this to get this predictable result. I love systems. And the last thing that they have is frameworks. They just have ways of thinking. I believe Warren Buffett, it was a quote from Warren Buffett that first introduced me to this idea of mental models. And he said, you know, it's fun to be able to outplay these younger, smarter people just because I have the appropriate mental models. It took me years to figure out what that actually meant and what that looked like in my own mind, and that might be where you are. But I know that frameworks, when you have them, when you understand them, and when you apply them, and you find correct frameworks that fit within your field of interest, you begin to function so much better, and you begin to arrive so much more quickly at the solutions to your problems. So, these high-performance habits are themselves a framework that you can use to look at any new habit in the future that you wish to acquire. Is this habit building my clarity? Do I have a habit of defining the words that I use? Do I have a habit of asking myself powerful questions to prepare myself for the day, to get ready, to prepare my mind for the problems that I know I'm going to be tackling, right? So this is our first high-performance habit, and it's the first one in the framework of high-performance habits, the 6 high-performance habits.